Well, ladies and gentlemen, another March has come and gone. Hello there. Welcome back to March of the Monsters. I'm Special Agent Spooky Clutter, joined as always by my special agents, Carter Sauce and Dannerable Banner, and of course, J-Man from Backtrack Cinema in this fantastic collab of March of the Monsters and March Monster Madness. It's been one hell of a month, guys. There have been some. I don't know. Would you say have there been any downs for you guys, or has it been? Ups and
those fucking
confusing.
arms, man. Those fucking gorilla paws.
Of course, we can't forget about Stalin, right?
Yeah. Stalin. Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot about that, but you brought it up.
I had to. It's one of those memes that are going to be. I mean, it's like maybe we'll have like a Stalin tier or something.
Maybe
Kinda,
next time when we're running behind schedule and getting live, I'll just say, quit stalling.
we'll have to bring up a picture or maybe a video clip from the movie. I don't know. But, I mean, okay. It's been a fantastic month. It's all been in a huge build-up to Godzilla X Kong, which half of us have seen. But no spoilers, so you don't have to run away due to spoilers. I won't talk about it much. I'll save a lot of my chatter for when we do a live show, me and J-Man, to give our thoughts. Regardless of all that, we're here to have a nice send-off. I was considering having Final Wars as the send-off, but it's a good thing I didn't, because even though it would have been a nice little tongue-in-cheek, oh yeah, it's the final episode for the final Friday for March of the Monsters with Final Wars. But no, I'd say that with this movie, just as a personal experience, I don't think anybody else here has seen it. I don't think I've shown it to Carter. I know you guys haven't seen it. But tonight we're going to be watching Godzilla Against MechaGodzilla, which I can already tell you right now did a way better development and introduction or reintroduction for the MechaGodzilla character, unlike Godzilla vs. Kong, which was just, I don't know what the hell they were doing. I mean, it's like they were bringing out all their big cards way too early in this franchise, that being the MonsterVerse. And you know, we already had King Ghidorah, we had MechaGodzilla, and then we have the new film, which doesn't have any new villains. So it's kind of like, I mean, old villains. Sorry, no old villains.
Yeah, it's when I first watched when I watched Transformers to this day, I always felt like Megatron should have been in it earlier. I always felt like he just comes at the end and it's like it's the one and done, and then it's kind of like, man, he was so good, Megatron. I wish there was just more of him. I'm just trying to compare that experience to something, and I guess that's kind of what it feels like.
Though,
although he was built up a lot better, though. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, the sequels did bring him back, so
yeah.
Unlike in the MonsterVerse, they decided not to.
Well, how let me ask you something. How popular is he with Godzilla fans?
Is he like Godzilla or Ghidorah?
Yeah. MechaGodzilla.
Well, MechaGodzilla, I'd say he's fairly popular. I mean, I'd say that he's probably up there with Ghidorah, among others. Just because his initial introduction was pretty crazy. Then they brought him back 2 other times, not including the MonsterVerse version. They brought him back in the Heisei era in the 90s. Then they brought him back in the movie we're about to watch. So I'd say that he's fairly popular. It's just the way they had him in Godzilla vs. Kong, they should have built it up, especially because of how dangerous he was. Mm-hmm. And there just wasn't a lot of time to really appreciate the fact that they brought in MechaGodzilla. It felt like sort of how they introduced the Oxygen Destroyer in King of the Monsters, where it was just like, oh yeah, we had been developing this secret thing, right? But in the case of MechaGodzilla, this is something that needed to be built over time. Like, it felt rushed. at least that's how I felt for Godzilla versus Kong.
Hmm.
But Rez is in the chat. How you doing, man? He says, I demand reparations for having to wait. Have any of you guys seen Godzilla versus Biollante, underrated monster? Yeah, I mean, I've seen Godzilla versus Biollante, but nobody else here has. No, that's another weird film. Like, it's not weird like the previous ones. It's just the way that Biollante is created. It's creative. I'll say that. That being said, yeah, I'd say it's an underrated monster. We've only ever seen Biollante once, and he was pretty good. She was pretty good. So, but yeah, we're gonna be watching Godzilla Against MechaGodzilla. We're pretty much at the Toho logo right now.
Yep.
So if you guys want to follow along with us, but yeah, I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. I sure as hell enjoy it. I'd say it's among the popular choices for Godzilla fans. I think I can say that for certain. You have it up there with GMK, Mothra versus Godzilla, the original, of course, the original 54 film. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get started, shall we?
Yep.
All right.
All righty. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Are you my mummy? Are you my mummy? 1999 AD.
Love it.
What? I can't read that.
Dude, why does that guy look like he needs to take a massive shit?
What the hell are you talking about?
The way he was walking, it was like, whoa! What the fuck?
Calm down there, Carter. I know exactly what you're thinking. Calm down.
Don't say it.
Hey, Land of the Rising Sun flag. Mitsubishi. Clouds look nice.
What a dumb thing to say.
Very random, too.
Oh, look, water.
Typhoon, we gotta have one.
He's
Love it.
wet. See, I could say dumb things too.
Hey, Carter's wearing a red shirt.
What?
In fact, three
He's
of the
wearing
four
a
of us are
blatant
wearing
product
something
placement.
red.
Actually, yeah.
Hmm.
Speaking of red.
Ah. Hey, another red.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, shit.
Dude, turn around, dude.
There's something really bad behind me, isn't there?
That's a great shot, man. That is a great shot.
Yeah. What year did this one come out again?
Hmm?
What year?
2002.
Okay.
I was just gonna say when that reporter was talking,
Mhm.
something's gonna rise here. It's the way
Yeah.
it was in the background, like,
Dude, why are you sitting there like a seagull? You need to get the fuck out of there right now.
So, for anybody in the chat who's seen Godzilla X Kong, without spoilers, tell me what you guys thought about it. Liked
What
it,
would you
disliked
what,
it.
what would you grade it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
What about you?
Yeah, about grading it.
Yeah.
Oh, how would I grade it?
Yeah. How would you do it?
I'd say, like, if I was to give a letter grade, I'll use a Transformers line from the first movie. I'd say it's a solid B minus.
Yeah,
Now,
I say same
I'll
thing about
say,
the new Ghostbusters.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I've been hearing.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been hearing some things.
I mean, let me just give you a quick ranking here, but
Mm.
like worst to best, shit. Ghostbusters, fucking Frozen Empire. There's a significant gap between those two. Keep that in mind.
Mm.
Like significant gap.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. Then Ghostbusters 2, Afterlife, and then the OG, of course.
Mm.
See, I didn't even feel the need to call it Ghostbusters or Busters at all. I just called it shit. Because that's all it is.
Yeah. Rose says if they took the human element out of it, the movie would have been far better. Godzilla minus one showed us the human only can be just as interesting. Yeah, I mean, Bernie.
How do you box office, Caleb? How do you think it's going to do?
I think it's got a little bit of competition with Ghostbusters, though I'd say not by much per se. I think that I don't know, man. I really can't say because it really just depends on the critics, and I hate to say it, but you know how. I mean, it's got like I think a 60 on Rotten Tomatoes, which I mean, it isn't bad. I guess it's almost predictable. But after Godzilla minus one, I feel like people are gonna have a certain expectation. Like certain people, like those of us that are in the know that have been with this franchise for long enough, we can be happy with both iterations. It's just my initial reaction was just that the movie was too damn fast towards the end.
Yeah.
Like things picked up, and it was just it shouldn't have. There should have been more fat in between to sort of because everything was just going by so fast. So as far as box office goes, I think it'll perform fine. Like it's very much like a family movie. Like you could take your family to see it, and aside from some pretty morbid scenes, overall the movie, the kids will enjoy it. Kids will get a good laugh out of it. They'll have a good time. So in that aspect, I can say, yeah, it's fine. You know,
Going to be my first movie experience since Halloween Kills. The last time I went.
I'd say that a lot of the scenes were beautifully shot. Like the visuals, some of the visuals are pretty good.
Oh.
Oh, this definitely has one of the better openings I've seen this month, Caleb.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, how'd you not see me? Oh.
Godzilla X Kong was at least a fun popcorn movie. Yeah. That's a good way to sum it up.
Oh.
I'm the foot, bitch.
Oh.
Oh, and can you imagine that general was just 2 days away from being demoted? Oops.
I think Godzilla looks pretty good in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Do it. Oh, shit. Ah,
Now you know where I got that one shot from in the intro.
Yep.
Hey, be thankful there wasn't a DeLorean flying around him.
You know, and I think most monster features, most creature features should be popcorn movies. Generally speaking. Like The Blob from 1988, great popcorn movie.
Right.
Some take it more serious in like The Thing and but something like Tremors is a lot of fun. It's just a popcorn film, right?
Yeah. Ghostbusters Frozen Lesbians was just hollow. Paul Rudd was the only one I could say was trying, but my man can only do so much. Yeah, I heard about the lesbian thing, and it sounds as dumb as it looked.
It looked dumb. All right. Yeah.
Hey, I started the Sarah Connor Chronicles today, ladies and
Oh.
gentlemen.
What'd you did? What'd you think?
Well, I'm on the first 3 episodes. Tonally, it's got the TV budget. I'm not going to default it for that, but
Yeah.
they've nailed Sarah Connor, and they have nailed the motives for all the characters, I would say.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I just gotta check this out.
Ah,
That's important.
Pepsi for TV game.
Eh. By the way, yesterday I just couldn't resist when that song started playing when I was driving. But you know, it's something else. It was like Silent Hill out there.
Yeah, I bet.
We've been having to make these movies for 5 decades. I'm saying that in reference to the curse line he just said.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, a peanut.
Bigfoot.
Another Toho movie.
Hey, remember what I said when you guys were talking about the movies where I just pop in saying, "Hey, monkey, want a peanut?"
Okay, so some important information there. Aside from the original 54 film, the Mothra movie, the standalone Mothra movie, is canon in this timeline, as well as War of the Gargantuas, which we did not watch because it's not a Godzilla movie, but it was made by Toho. It's interesting, but yeah, there's a nice little picture for you to imagine as far as the canon in this story. A lot more simple, I'd say. Anyway, I find it easier to grade movies by if you feel like you wasted your time and money. Like Dune 2 was pretty damn solid, and time/money wise was worth both. Sarah Connor Chronicles is fine. It's leagues better than what we get now, at least in the genre of female led who's meant to be a badass. Yeah.
yeah. I'm only 3 episodes in. I agree with that. It's it's got the dated effects. It's got a TV budget, but the story's compelling so far.
Yeah.
So compelling enough, anyway. Like
the first 3 episodes, I loved how it started off. How John and his mother are, how like they think Judgment Day is over, but Sarah's still having the nightmares of what could possibly happen, and she's still on the run. And then apparently her nightmare comes true, and so it's not over. Like, damn it, they thought they were in the clear. I did like it though. Also, I did like the casting of Lena Headey as Sarah Connor, because
I did too.
In the first season, I loved how it felt like it wasn't like a replacement for. It felt like it was trying to make up for what Rise of the Machines did, though, by killing Sarah off screen. That even the nod of like how she died of cancer in the movie. I'm not going to say anything. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
That.
Silencia. Pay attention to the movie, damn it. Did I ever show you this one, Carter?
I think you did a long time ago. My mind's a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you ever use the word fuzzy.
It's too close to furry.
Shut up.
I know. Fuck off, furry!
Oh, and by the way, fuck
look
you,
at me,
Danner,
I'm
for
a
that
fucking
video.
Giraffe.
Driving in that goddamn snow with that god-awful music playing. Fuck you. You know what you did.
Oh, did you guys see that Godzilla
I wasn't
officially
driving.
police officer of Tokyo finally decided to be a proper member of society. I saw the sort of red carpet event they had there. It was pretty fun. Relax, we're with the government. That makes me even more nervous.
Right?
We do not have a sense of humor that we're aware of. May we come in?
Hi, we're rich people who like to
Yeah.
make you pour blood, sweat, and tears and taxes into making a livelihood. I'm sorry. Hi, nice to meet you.
I did like the
Doctor?
first of seeing Cromartie for the first time. He was interesting. He had that suave, ready to kill you, just like, really? Like Cromartie? Like, I like that little Madonna joke.
Class
You
dismissed.
think? Hey, be thankful it wasn't, what's his fucking name? Rupert Everett, I think? The guy who played fucking Claw in that god-awful Inspector Gadget movie with Matthew Broderick.
Never heard of it.
Good.
I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
Nothing, never mind.
Okay. Pay attention.
What the fuck?
I'm assuming original Godzilla.
Yep.
Hold your tongue, man. Those Inspector Gadget movies were pure quality and cringe, and I will unsub if there's any more Slender. Well, I mean, look, I never got into Inspector Gadget, and not just the movies, even the cartoons. So, I was never familiar with the lore of it. The only thing I knew about Inspector Gadget was from a Robot Chicken sketch where they decided to parody Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, so obviously, big glaring thing. How the hell is that skeleton still intact when we know that the oxygen destroyer liquidates anything? Well, one of those retcons.
Of disbelief.
Yeah.
That's all I chalk it up as.
I mean, retconning would probably be a good term too, because well, you know now what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Weapons of mass destruction. Where have I heard that shit before?
Henry
George
B.
W.
Carter.
Bush?
Who else?
Fuck you. I was saying George W. Bush. And when the first time I watched Inspector Gadget, the one with Roderick, whoa, what the hell?
Calm down, Carter. It's just a little girl.
Anyway, as I was saying, though, I never knew that the mayor was played by the same actress who played as Gale Weathers from Gale Hailstorm from Scary Movie.
Oh.
Hey, Don Quixote.
Pretty obvious, isn't it?
Hmm.
What the fuck is that model on that shelf?
Oh, you mean the
like-
the pig-looking thing almost.
Yeah.
CD rack.
Yeah. Don't say that. The only thing I can say is that sometimes the English dubbing kind of makes me cringe just a little bit.
Yeah, it affects the performance.
Yeah.
It really affects the performance because it comes off fake. But
Yeah.
if you saw this in Japan, it probably doesn't.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why in certain cases I prefer the English sub rather than
Yeah.
the dub.
That's what I was hoping we were gonna get.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
Then
saying,
again-
man, they need an American box set. Something you can buy all these movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the thing that irritates me is that they have an entire box set in Japan with every single movie, but it's region locked.
I'm
It
hearing
wasn't- Mhm.
I'm hearing the True Lies 4K is just digitized as fuck.
Ugh.
Like that's what I'm hearing. I haven't bought it.
Hmm.
I'm hearing it does not look good.
Oh my God,
Like,
Asian Cartman.
Hey, speaking of True Lies, did you hear about Arnold?
What?
No, about what? What about him? I mean,
Oh, he had to get open heart surgery and he has a pacemaker installed.
it's probably his 5th open heart surgery by now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He's had 3. I know that already.
Mm. But
Smoked
now
cigars
he's
his
got a
whole freaking life.
pacemaker.
Yeah.
That's true.
Welcome home.
What the fuck?
Between me and all you guys sitting here right now,
Hmm.
I'm really not looking forward to the next 10 years of
Mm.
all my legends possibly, kicking the bucket, let's say.
Yeah.
Because some of them are in their late 70s now, and it's like, you're not going to see people like this again. The charisma of Stallone, Arnold, Al Pacino, Harrison Ford, these guys are just not in Hollywood anymore. These type of
Yeah.
people.
Well, that's because
Like-
they were forged in a different time.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd say it was probably a morally
Although,
superior.
We'll have a
time.
lot to talk about, and a lot of tears will be shed, and a lot of tribute videos will be made, and getting together. So I think it's important to Louis Gossett Jr. just passed away, and he was fantastic in Enemy Mine. I don't know if any of you have seen that movie. Really good science fiction movie from the 80s.
I have not.
He was in Punisher with Dolph Lundgren.
Mm.
Played a pretty good role. Cheesy movie, but it's still good.
Wow.
Hey, where's the Rocky music?
Right.
You're right. Yeah.
If you can't get the Rocky music, get the Punch Out music.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy that this movie's 22 years old.
Good so far. I like the tone so far.
Good, good. I know there was a lot of talking earlier, but you can see what I mean, Danner, when I say that this one kind of steers towards the -1 route.
Yeah.
Albeit,
Which is good.
Yeah. See, it's one of the times in this franchise where it makes you care about the main lead, the protagonist, when the monster stuff isn't going on. That and the fact that you're not dealing with like world-ending disasters like Ghidorah or alien invasion. Hey, what though? You probably could have used MechaGodzilla in Final Wars, right? Help out Godzilla. That would have been interesting.
– 2003 AD. Wow.
It's a weird name, by the way. A name that still confuses me to this day. It's clearly MechaGodzilla, but they're calling it Kiryu.
Strange.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought the name was silly and they just only wanted it in the title.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, they do refer to it as MechaGodzilla a couple times, so that's why I was kind of like, they kind of interchange the name.
Mm-mm.
Now, so far, and well, I mean, I'm not gonna say so far because it's for the whole movie, but you don't get the classic Godzilla theme, and this is one of those times where it's like the theme that they have is good, like it's menacing, it fits what they're doing. It's just I did not feel the same way for GVK or GXK.
Yeah. It's
so
it's very very military like movie too, like the original Godzilla.
What an asshole.
Oh, I see.
Asshole.
Just for that, I hope it's you. What a fucking prick. You are dishonorable.
Mm.
You know,
I thought they were saying PU. PU. I like this so far, Caleb. I like it.
You can't go wrong with a montage like this.
Yeah. Especially when it's concerning a character that you're getting to like.
Mm.
I wonder if this is what it's like. Never mind. It's probably what this is probably what it's like at Paris Island.
Paris Island.
Marine Corps.
1, 2, 3, 4. You want to bang the Marine Corps?
Mm.
I don't know. I do know I have heard that SEAL training is this insane.
Yeah.
To be a Navy
Yeah.
SEAL. So
doing leg
crazy.
doing leg kick-ups while being hosed with a fucking fire hose.
Hi. I should go around every day at work going like that. Hi.
Bro.
Jackass.
Yes, you in your mouth.
Might want to zip it for a minute there, bud.
Hey, got a problem, buddy?
This reminds me of Battle Los Angeles, where the Aaron Eckhart was the.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She's one of my favorite characters in the whole franchise, by the way.
Yeah, I do like her. She sort of has that that broken soldier with PTSD trying to make amends for what haunts them or trying to face their demon. I do like that.
Yeah. And it's nice to have a character that's not obnoxious, you know.
And she said,
Again,
take no
just
shit.
Yep,
Yeah.
just write a good character. She happens to be female. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's.
She's kind of cute too.
I know. One of my crushes from when I was younger.
Wait. Why does she look familiar?
See, that's what I mean. See, he calls it MechaGodzilla, and he corrects himself. Like, what the fuck do you mean? It is MechaGodzilla, damn it! Like, what the hell? He's not really giving her much of a choice. It's like, well, I'm going to buy you dinner either way.
You signed a contract saying legally I get to buy you dinner if I'm nice to you.
You know, though, you watch enough Chinese movies, enough Japan movies, they can really film. They got their filmmakers there that really know how to make a movie.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, the anime bubble they had. I mean,
oh,
anime is universally celebrated around the world, and there's a good reason for it. They have great storytelling, and they're not constrained to, like you would be in a live action film for creating crazy stories.
You know, I heard Vincent DeSanti say, who did Never Hike Alone 1 and 2, said, like, why not an animated Friday the 13th series? Just imagine what you could do with that. He said, the kills and everything. He made a good point. Like, that's an avenue, they could go down.
Yeah.
Sure.
Depends on what kind of animation style would fit Friday the 13th, though.
Well, I wouldn't want to make it like Japan anime, but
no.
But I hear what you're saying. You don't want to make it too goofy looking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to see what Japan could do with it. Just to see. I mean, it's like, you could say, oh, well, that's like an American thing, though, right? It's like, yeah, but we've also done American anime here. I mean, granted, it's not always the best. It's just Japan has a knack for turning certain things that might have seemed fucking goofy and turn it into something popular.
Hey, now, American versions of Japanese anime, their censorship can be hilarious.
Like
100%.
How Sanji's cigarette is replaced with a lollipop.
Forget that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Where two guys show up to arrest one guy and you're coming with us. Don't make us point at you even more. You're coming with us. Give me your money. My finger points.
I'll ask a question since no one in the chat is. Are there any underrated animated movies that you think people need to watch?
Like from Japan or from here?
From anything, any decade, any year.
Road to El Dorado, Prince of Egypt.
Dude, those are good.
Treasure Planet.
Yes.
Don't mention Treasure Planet to Carter, please.
Hey, fuck off.
The thumb drive still haunts me.
Shut up. Nothing.
Oh, this guy's hilarious.
Anyway, so you know the soldier, what's her name? The girl? What was her name? Anyway.
You know what? I guess that's what we got to do. Anytime I mention it, you gotta accompany me with that line.
Oh, great shot again! I love when Godzilla is fit or his back is just coming out of the water. I love shots like that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying, so you know the soldier in here, the girl who has PTSD or whatever,
the main character.
The main character. She was also in Godzilla Tokyo SOS.
Okay, well they haven't watched it, so keep your mouth shut about it, please.
Okay. All right.
She's probably in a lot. She's probably popular over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't
I don't
looked
know.
her up. I don't know everything that she's been in.
Systems green.
Well, Carter, they're not going to be systems rainbow colored.
Yeah, it's Systems go.
Hey,
Not
it's
in Japan.
Yeah, God damn it! Stop putting your American sensibilities on Japanese people.
Yeah. If I wanted to listen to that, I listened to those who opposed Gamergate so much.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Please don't fall into the stereotype of the arrogant American, please. And I can say that because
Please,
I'm
God.
Canadian.
Right.
That's true.
Hey, no offenses here. At least not for me, anyway. You see, with Carter, you can make a Mexican joke, though. How many pesos do we have to pay you to say cringy jokes?
Oh, no, every time I watch a comedian and they go, some comedian made a reference about Canadians being these very nice, do anything for you. And I told my wife, I don't get it. Are we considered that nice? Because we're pricks here. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically us though. Down here, Texans are really nice, but in reality, sometimes they can be bits of assholes.
Yeah, I think that you're a good example of that.
Fuck off.
My dad went to the States, got in an argument with a bunch of American people.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
A lot to do with history, especially with some other stuff. But there are some people in the States who didn't even think we were our own country or something like that. They didn't even realize that Canada was even a country. And it was like no way. I said, Dad, no one could be that dumb.
Don't worry. There are plenty of people here that are that dumb, and then
or
some.
they thought like the whole igloo thing. That we live in igloos. And one guy said, who was Canadian, said, "You know what? We're getting cable TV next week, though."
Well, you see, Wolverine's my favorite character, right, from Marvel, and he's Canadian. And watching some of those movies, like I never got the stereotype about living in igloos, considering that you guys have forests up there. So I'm like, what? You think everybody lives in a fucking igloo? It's like if someone's living in the middle of the forest, there ain't no fucking igloo. You're only gonna find that in, like the North Pole, the South Pole, maybe.
Alaska,
right?
Really, traveling is your best education.
Matsui.
Mm-hmm. Famous baseball player. That's right.
Oh, cool! Some baseball.
Damn.
Because if you like Godzilla, then you must love baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say those special effects that they were using, those shots when they were hooking up to MechaGodzilla, those look pretty bad.
Dated 2002.
I know.
2003. Sorry.
I
think that's the budget of the film, though. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, not
and
the
again,
popcorn.
Considering Godzilla -1 just won a special effects award off what, a $9 million budget, $15 million budget, something like that.
Less than 15 million.
There we go.
There he is. Here's the man.
The myth. The legend.
Now, Caleb, is that animatronics or someone in that suit?
That's just somebody in a suit.
Okay. Sometimes they use like in Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah.
They use animatronics.
They probably did that for the facial expressions.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, that's a guy in a suit.
And 30 plus years later, and those animatronics still look great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They can. Yeah.
See, Toho didn't start using animatronics or CGI for Godzilla until... Well, actually, no, that's not entirely true.
Godzilla, why don't you just kill MechaGodzilla right now? He's just hanging there.
Then it wouldn't be Godzilla versus MechaGodzilla. Now would it?
It's actually against MechaGodzilla because Godzilla versus MechaGodzilla was in the 70s.
God damn it, you know what I mean.
Actually, I don't.
Then
there wouldn't be a movie then.
You got to be specific. Also, I'll admit it. I think the Dragon Zord still looks better than MechaGodzilla. Sorry.
Yeah. Did you know that the Dragon Zord was based off of MechaGodzilla?
No shit.
That's a good shot. Nice wide shot. See them both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, lady, all you did is piss it off.
I might for Godzilla to just say that tickles. Okay, now he hurting.
Yep. Yep, dude. You can clearly tell. That's a fucking Dragon Zord reference right there. His fucking chest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Eat my radiation, bitch.
There's a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Skynet became self-aware.
Why did you just use a British accent for that?
I was just saying, Skynet has become self-aware.
You didn't answer the question.
I was trying to do an Arnie impression, jackass.
Well, it wasn't a good one.
Uh-oh, he's malfunctioning.
Isn't there a master shutoff switch in that thing somewhere?
It's like Bizarro, man. Going fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That one guy there kind of reminded me of Buddy from -1, actually. Kind of looked like him, the guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
The Q Squad?
They're probably like, damn it, why did I shoot on Godzilla? I need you now.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Do a barrel roll.
Could have just thrown in that line from the prequels. Probably would have been better.
Oh, somebody didn't.
No,
Dude.
I'll go with the barrel roll.
Hey, be thankful that wasn't Maverick and Goose.
Might as well.
I love in King of the Monsters, that poor son of a bitch who ejects out of the cockpit right in the road.
Yeah.
Laugh every time.
Kaboom.
Carter, stop spoiling the movie.
Because it was the right thing to do, you jackass.
Yeah, see him.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know,
Yeah, it's true.
it could be the same actor.
That requires some research.
But I don't have the time to do that now. Oh, shit, don't do that.
This thing has gone completely insane.
You do on a. Can you imagine
Dude's
if
just
the
walking
resistance?
through fucking buildings.
Yeah, can you imagine if the resistance had something like that to fight Skynet?
Then they wouldn't be a resistance; they'd be an army,
They'd be the Empire.
right?
You know, part of being the, quote, resistance means you're not as well equipped.
It's the classic story of the underdog trying to fight a nearly invincible enemy with far superior firepower. That's the whole appeal to the story, that you're rooting for the underdog.
It's a little movie. I think I saw it in another movie. I think it's called Star Wars.
Just like when we watched Rambo 3, Caleb.
Right?
The Freedom Fighters, right?
Mm-hmm. Fuck, might as well throw in Rambo 4, too, to a certain extent.
Yeah. He good tracker.
He's the fucking kid. He's the boatman. He stays with the fucking boat.
Boat. Fuck! I can swim faster than this, yeah? I love that movie, man.
So he sent the devil to do God's work.
I just love how he doesn't realize who he's fucking talking to, though. That's
right.
That's what.
And that, you know what? I feel like Rambo would respond, "You're not the devil. You're practice."
I watched that today, actually.
Oh my god, the irony!
Actually, I watched both Batman Begins and The Dark Knight back to back. So
it's a good duology to watch.
I'm more of a Batman Begins fan, Daner. Honestly,
that's fair.
I think it's a better Batman movie.
It's a better Batman movie.
Yeah,
and he doesn't do this yet. Hey, I'm Batman.
Oh, he still kind of does, except that
it's not as much.
I think
though.
it was utilized better. Like, and he has some good lines with that voice. Like one of my favorites is, "Do I look like a cop?"
yeah,
that's a great one.
The one I like is "Swear to Me."
I don't know. Those College Humor videos kind of made that line a bit too funny for me.
I like when Liam Neeson tells him, what's going to happen to him. He goes, "Justice. Criminals thrive on society's understanding," or something like that.
Yeah.
What? So true, though. Think about that. So true. Like it's.
I don't know. I think Ra's al Ghul was an underrated villain, and
so
pretty much
good.
any Batman movie. Nobody talks about him the same as like. Well, I mean, everyone always talks about the Joker, and obviously Heath Ledger was great, but even in that movie, I mean, don't overlook Aaron Eckhart's Harvey Dent Two-Face.
I mean, really, that movie was more of his movie than anybody else's.
As Chris said, that movie is about the rise and fall of Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you also got Heath Ledger's Joker not chewing, devouring the scenery.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, shut up.
God, this asshole, right?
Right.
Damn, rather be dead. Fucking. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
I wonder how many times it took them to get that right. That
Right.
flip that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like when Trish cuts off Jason's mask. Like, you know how many times they threw the mask to try to get it right to land on the right side? Like, they're just sitting there over and over, throwing it and throwing it.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch The Dark Knight Rises, so instead I watched the Mexican Batman, also called Mask of Zorro.
Oh,
That's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
I think it's
Anthony
Carter's favorite too.
Fuck off. Wait, what was that? What's that supposed to mean?
I saw that in the
Should I
theater
make
back in the day.
Should I make a
Thanks.
robot chicken joke, or should I make
Don't
a
you
Family
fucking dare.
Guy
Don't you dare,
Michael
motherfucker.
J. Fox joke?
Don't.
It's like, oh my god, who was that guy? I don't know, but he left his signature on the wall. It shows a bunch of scribbly lines.
No.
That's what I meant.
Four.
That's where The Exorcist beginning got this from. Again,
Messed
human
up
story.
Yeah.
Again, human story. Human story. Actually, very little Godzilla so far in this.
Yeah. Don't worry, this delivers on the Godzilla fights, I promise. There's a reason why people consider us to be among the best.
You are right though, Caleb. There's a lot of these movies touch on so many different tones.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of something for everybody, really, kind of franchise.
That's what I mean. We didn't get into the cheesier of the '60s films. I mean, we sort of did, but there's a lot more cheesy ones. And if you like the more cheesy humor with some weird plots, I mean, there's something for everybody. I always say that as far as genres are concerned.
Hey, take Friday the 13th. You want scary Friday the 13th? Or you can have comedy Friday the 13th?
Right.
Or jumping bodies Friday the 13th? Or space Friday.
Right. So what are we thinking so far?
I like it.
So far, so good.
Oh yeah, I love this part.
There's some really good shots in this movie.
Yeah.
A few good shots already. I really like.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
He looks angry.
I think he's ready for
a little bit of
two.
little cheesy kind of look there, but
yeah.
I like it still. His eye rolling back.
Excuse me. Sorry.
It's kind of iconic having Godzilla on the radar.
Hey, let me ask you something now.
Mm-hmm.
Monsterverse roar or -1 roar?
-1. I like Monsterverse roar. It's just there was something very just like gritty and aggressive and the very definition of monster.
Even
-1.
And dare I say scary?
Yeah.
Phony.
You know what? I really kicked
it-
myself in the ass. I should have went and saw that movie when it was in the theaters. I've looked everywhere and it's not in nowhere.
Yeah.
I guess best bet is they do another like, it was released on this day 1 year
Yeah,
ago
maybe.
today. Maybe have a limit for that. Maybe.
Well, hopefully they have it out on home media before then.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but just to give J-Man that full theater experience for something as good as that.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
you watch it in black and white the way I did.
Because there are just some movies where it's like, if you don't experience it in theaters first, I'd say it's like having cake but no icing.
Yeah.
I mean, like Top Gun Maverick. I advised a friend of mine where it's like, if you want to see it, you better see it while it's still in theaters because, yeah.
You like that shot where the plane was crashing down as he's walking slowly?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite shots in the movie.
Here he comes to destroy everything.
Wow, you froze that model tank.
Shinagawa. Hey, that looked like a fucking iPad or some tablet, some shit in his hand.
You know, I think James Cameron in the 90s would have made a really good Godzilla movie.
Maybe.
Because he the way he directs action and he always has a human story. He always has.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad we got fucking Broderick and Jean Reno and Roland Emmerich's fetish for destroying monuments.
Hey, whoa. Hey, hold the phone there. I said it before. He was the best thing about that movie. The Frenchman.
Jean Reno?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Like, I still laugh every time. Why no, sir, I'm fine.
The thing about Roland Emmerich is that he's made some really good movies like Universal Soldier, Stargate. Like they're good movies, those two. But then he went with a lot of these disaster movies and just kept doing the same movie over and over.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say he only made one good movie in his career, and that was Independence Day.
You don't like Stargate?
No.
Oh my god!
Never seen it.
I've heard.
Love it.
I reckon I know the theme, and I know the theme of it. Plus, I've heard it in some trailers before.
You know, it's funny because you know the movie he did called Moonfall. It feels a lot like Independence Day Resurgence, but
that was a terrible fucking
a little
movie.
different. Like thinking to myself, hey, you know what? How do I capitalize on a franchise or on a movie? Because it wasn't a goddamn franchise; it was a solo one and done. But how do I turn this into a bullshit franchise? Simple. You do a sequel set 20 years later. Only with even more over-the-top special effects, even more monuments getting destroyed. Oh, and just to boot, we'll have a spaceship the size of a fucking planet. And we're not even talking about a Death Star, because that one is just the size of a moon, which is actually a space station.
That's true.
I mean, dude, when the ship started crashing down, and you had freaking what's his name in the boat, Judd Hirsch. You know, when he was driving his boat and he survived. It's like, dude, not only is there a damn tidal wave coming your way in that damn boat, but
whoa, what's this? Wholesome as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Very sweet. I'm sorry, that was nice.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
An enchanted moment.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a tearjerker.
Damn.
Gonna grow now. Yep.
Hey, that's gonna be your new mom, so it all works out, you know?
Now I'm really starting to see more parallels to -1 here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need to say it because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
Oh, another good shot with the explosions in the back. The reddish.
Orange sky.
Yeah, orange sky.
Raccoon City, just a walk in the park.
You know, you can kind of imagine this is probably what the 54 film looked like if it was in color. To a certain extent.
Kind of. Yeah.
Having an orange sky, you know. So,
but still, it was better off in black and white.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people do like colored, like they actually colored in the film, and some of it looks kind of nice. It's just the movie needs to stay in black and white because I think if you put it in color, it's going to lose a lot of those darker palettes that worked with.
That's like the original Psycho. They could have done it in color easily.
Yeah.
Or any of the Universal monsters when you begin thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, because Creature from the Black Lagoon didn't come out until the 50s, so they probably could. But then again, I don't know how I'd feel if they colorized that movie.
I wouldn't be surprised if they started doing it, considering we're coming up on 100-year anniversaries for some of these movies.
I know. Fuck.
I know Hitchcock wanted Psycho in color, but he had to show the blood from the shower scene, and it wouldn't have passed the ratings board. So they used chocolate syrup or something like that.
Yeah, they did.
And white. Oh,
fuck! They made a reference to that. Whoa, that had to hurt. But like in the movie Looney Tunes Back in Action, they did a quick parody of that scene with Bugs Bunny in the shower. But when he falls, you actually see his hand come into frame, pouring chocolate syrup down the drain.
Yeah,
hey, it worked for the time,
right?
It did.
Right?
Until Hitchcock had to tell his kids, sorry, kids, you're going to have to eat your vanilla ice cream without the syrup. We kind of wasted it on the shoot.
That's like the Predator blood was glow sticks and Vaseline.
Right.
Like mixed, but they had to keep making it fresh to have its brightness all the time, so that they kept making it on the set all the time.
Must have been a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I can appreciate about the hard work that goes into doing those practical effects.
Well, God, you know how the cinematographer of Predator, you know how he told John McTiernan, "No, that we have to know exactly where we are everywhere because of the way they did the special effects." And he said, that movie was made by the cinematographer.
Yeah.
He said, I would have been lost without him.
Hey, speaking of which, well, kind of. You know, when talking about awesome effects, did you know that Stan Winston had an uncredited effort in the thing with the dog?
Yeah.
Because he didn't. He just wanted to be uncredited out of respect for Rob Bottin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob
Hey,
Bottin got it. Yeah, he got sick from exhaustion.
Yeah,
and then Stan Winston came in and did the dog scene.
And then checked himself into a hospital after the shoot was over.
Yeah.
But hey,
Dude,
we appreciate the hard work he went through. And by the way, speaking of Stan Winston, remember that other thing he did, Caleb?
You gonna make me say it?
Don't do it. Don't do it. You better hold it. You better hold it. You better hold that. You better hold it down. You better hold that shit down like
Wow.
You better hold it down.
If we're gonna play games, I'm gonna need a cup of coffee.
The good cop, bad cop routine.
Not exactly.
Also, another thing, the fucking finger lasers. Are you shitting me? Come on.
Yeah, of course. You know what? Because nothing says finger lasers like itchy. Fucking itchy. Made by Stan Winston. What the fuck?
Oh, dude! Every time, like, dude, nah. Shooting lasers or rockets out of your fingers, dude. Dragon's Door did it better.
Kiss my ass.
He didn't shoot lasers out of his fingers. It
He
was
shot
just rockets.
I know. That's what I said. That's what I was trying to say.
See that? Godzilla putting his foot on his chest like that?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds you of GVK, huh? He did that to Kong.
That's true. Whoa.
Come on, Godzilla, you could have swatted that out of the way.
Or tail whipped it.
You gotta appreciate all the model work, man. Like,
oh yeah,
just look at all this. This is all made. Everything you're seeing in every shot.
And they still had the time to slip in a few product placements in those little billboards.
Right.
Yep. Visa, Sony.
Oh, that's gonna be a headache, Zilla.
That's right. Get him, mate.
Okay, someone do a suplex now.
All right.
I want to see at least one of them do this. Why not? It was the early 2000s. I'm pretty sure that was still relevant at the time.
Maybe a bit.
Suck it! Suck it!
I can't really go downwards because I'm reclined here.
Yeet the bitch!
I want to upgrade my chair down here.
What do you say we go for a little spin?
Oh.
Oh. Why do I feel bad for Godzilla? Am I demented?
No.
Absolute zero.
Hey, I thought of something else that would be horrible in color. The Three Stooges, man.
Oh God.
Didn't they make a remake of that?
Yeah.
Like a god awful one.
It was so fucking
he's up.
terrible.
Oh shit.
There you go, boy.
Uh-oh.
But then again, now that I'm thinking about it, I'd like to see Godzilla and all the other giant monsters in a big pie fight. It'd probably be the dumbest thing ever, but probably the best thing ever.
Wow.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Shut up,
It's not so much
Grandma!
falling. It's not so much falling, but more so really bad breath. Knocked him out.
That I'm starting to wonder, is that the same fucking actor?
Really makes you wonder.
His hair is similar. He wears the fucking glasses. I mean, we already know Toho has a thing for, bringing back actors even in different roles.
Yeah. There's already two characters in here that have been. I mean, you recognize them from Final Wars if you remember the opening to it. So
there's one actor who plays a different character in every Dirty Harry movie, pretty much. He comes back for it in a different role, though.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of someone
do it.
from the Universal monsters. For the
Edward
Frankenstein.
Van Sloan?
Well, yeah, him, but there was another guy. The guy who played as Fritz.
Oh, shit, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, me neither. But he came back several times and played different characters. So they love recycling them.
Kind of like G.I. Joe music.
Yeah.
Eat your heart really. Eat your heart. Eat your heart out, Ada Wong.
The
I
Batman.
thought you were gonna reference Phantom Menace.
I was until originally.
Until your brain said, I don't like Phantom Menace. It doesn't have enough furry in it.
Fuck you.
I'm thinking about doing a ranking of all the Star Wars movies for May the 4th this year.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we did that.
So I may have to.
We did.
I don't need to rewatch them all, but I gotta rewatch some of them.
I'd rewatch the good ones anytime, any day.
You mean the only ones that exist?
I find I gotta rewatch bad movies more often because I don't watch them, right? Just to make sure that they're as bad as I remember them to be.
3 words. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Believe it or not, that's not the worst one for me.
It is for me.
Tokyo
That's
sequence
the
initiated.
shit storytelling right there. I will take I don't like sand over that any day.
Oh yeah, because that one makes you laugh.
And, dare I say it, I understand. I mean, keep in mind, Anakin did have early childhood on a planet full of sand as a fucking slave. So
As cheesy as the line is, it does make sense.
I can't believe I'm kind of, sort of defending that of all things.
Well, considering its effects on the canon of Star Wars compared to somehow douchebag returned. Now, keep in mind also that you're going to have people that will defend it, saying, "Oh, well, you gotta watch the TV shows that explain how Palpatine discovered that one thing that didn't exist until after the movie came out." And then you gotta read this novel, right? Yeah, you gotta read that one novel that explains. Look, it is a
At
really
the end of the
bad
day,
time
At the end of the day, it was shoehorned in. It was shoehorned in because Ryan Johnson fucked things up so much that they're like, "What are we gonna do?"
Well, we already killed off our shitty version of an emperor-like villain. Yeah, Snoke sucked.
Yes. Let me tell you this. If you have to go outside of the movie to understand what's going on in the movie, that is a very bad sign of bad storytelling. You shouldn't have to go outside of the movie you're watching to understand what's happening in that particular movie. You know?
I'll credit Stallone again. Rocky 6, you don't have to see any Rocky movie at all.
Rocky 6, that's Rocky Balboa.
Yeah. Right. Okay. You don't have to see any Rocky movie at all to really understand what the story is about. They kind of fill you in slightly, you know what I mean? But without flashbacks and all that shit. But you're right, Daner. MCU, I can't even keep up. I just can't. I've given up. Like,
yeah.
These days, yeah.
I'm out of shits to give with that.
And by the way, give me Netflix's Marvel any day. The tone of the first 2 seasons of Daredevil and Punisher, that was like, I love the tone of that stuff more than I do the other stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever happens to the one and done movie?
No.
Hollywood got greedy and broke. But hey, going back to Roland Emmerich for just a hot second, since I brought it up, and day after tomorrow when the tornado destroys the Hollywood sign, 2 words, good riddance.
Very true.
You gotta get back up.
This has been one tough fight, huh?
Yeah. Oh, he's powering up again.
God damn it.
Now check this out. This is going to remind you of -1.
Yeah. Yeah. Body check.
Look at that. Even after he was complete ass, she wasn't willing to kill him. Or let him die.
She's got heart. She's got a heart.
You see, that's what modern Hollywood is missing the point of when it comes to the strong female character. They don't have a strong heart.
They don't have a heart at all.
Bless you.
It seems.
Excuse me.
Yep.
See, we don't mean strong characters as in tough and intimidating. We just mean strength of character.
Something that is severely lacking these days.
Well, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Damn.
Got a big ass hole in his chest. Like a goddamn chest burster just came out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Oh, see, Godzilla is the Christmas movie. Fuck off.
But Die Hard is.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Batman Returns.
Yeah.
That's a good idea for a video. You know, epic fights.
Mhm.
Like I'm talking like Superman and Zod or and like something like Godzilla and Kong, like epic fights
Yeah.
where they
But
destroy cities.
or just some of the best one-on-one fights in movie history.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about doing that.
Hmm.
Need more research though. I gotta think about it more.
Batman versus Bane in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. Even that little bit of cringe dialogue when they're in the city. He's like, so you've come to die with your city.
No, I came back to stop you.
It's
Like that's the best you got.
like, I don't know, man.
But keep in mind when I'm talking about their fight, I'm mainly talking about the fight in the sewer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, in my award show, Rocky versus Drago won
Hell
Makes
yeah.
sense.
won the award for best fight in the '80s. Anyway, best fight scene of the '80s.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, considering the work Stallone put in that, and he almost died.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him. Ripley versus the Alien Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a pretty good shot for you.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up.
Oh, this is filmed like Superman movie right here.
Yeah.
Love it. Like that.
Hmm.
Right there.
Yeah. Huh.
So I'm gonna.
That wasn't a very long watch, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have you guys advance because there is an end credit scene to check
there.
out. I'll tell you where we're at.
Okay.
Sorry, I exited already.
Well,
Just explain it to me.
for this, you guys, if you want to watch it, it's at the 4 hours, 59 minutes, and 57-second mark. If you like to.
59 minutes and
57 seconds.
Is that
Okay.
common for this franchise to have lots of
No,
credit scenes?
but I'll say that I'm a good number of. I think. Let me see. As far as I remember, it was just this one and the sequel to this one that has an end credit scene. So right now, our main character is meeting with the scientist guy and the daughter, and they're talking.
Which is good because I was a little like, oh, we're not getting that because the credits started rolling. Like, I kind of want a little more just for that. You know, wrap up all the loose ends, I would say, or tie up all the loose ends.
Until the sequel.
I'm thinking that's the best one we watched this month.
Yeah?
That's other than the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say that's the best one I've seen with you guys. Well, I shouldn't say that. I did enjoy the MonsterVerse. I'll be honest with you. Like King of the Monsters, I really like. But I'll be doing a ranking of all those movies once I see the latest one. So
Cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as like, that's going to be one of the more top tier ones.
So they're having a chat, and she just said, "I got to buy you dinner sometime." Telling the scientist guy. You okay, Tanner?
Yeah. I just did something really stupid. Hey, don't ask. The movie's over. It's fine. It's just because I have it linked to my phone. I was trying to get to our channel because, like, what was that other one that I really loved? But then I accidentally clicked on the live stream, and then I'm looking at us on the TV.
Okay, so yeah, that's Godzilla Against MechaGodzilla.
I liked it.
Damn good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I really appreciate directors who take the material serious and have consistency in their tone.
Yeah,
I'm really big on that. You'll notice when I do review things,
Mm-hmm.
that's something I really look for. But the odd movie can really balance and juggle the different tones, but connect it so well, like Predator.
Yeah.
Or it's like a cheesy action movie that goes really serious, but the way McTiernan can transition those tones. And that's where I find like a lot of movies these days, just it's like they're trying to balance all these tones, but they just don't know how to do it. So so if you can't do it, just give us a consistent tone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I really think this movie did that well.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the protagonist, what do you guys think about her?
I like her.
Really good.
Oh yeah,
really good. Great female character.
I would actually like to see her team up. It wouldn't happen, but she'd make a good companion to Buddy from -1.
Yeah.
They're similar in their own ways because, you know, you got them making the big fuck up and then people resenting them and everything.
Right.
There's a similar, like, just the similarities could have been interesting. I mean, obviously that would never happen, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, of course. So I'll say this, that the sequel to this one, Tokyo SOS, is also good, though my biggest critique is that she doesn't return. Now, let me sort of caveat that a bit. She does return, but she is not the main focus. She has a few scenes in the movie early on, and then she's out of the film, which I thought was kind of a like I don't fully understand or agree to, you know, writing her out. I understand why they did it because they reference once again some of the films, or at least the Mothra film. So it's not required viewing, though it is the standalone Mothra movie is in this timeline's canon. So a few characters from that movie return here for Tokyo SOS. And for that, it's like, okay, I kind of understand why they didn't have her come back. At the same time, the main character we do follow, he's all right. He does a pretty good job, all things considered. It's just her story here I felt like we could have had more of her in the sequel. Because the way it ends, it's like, sort of like the battle has just begun type thing. That, there's going to be a round 2 when Godzilla comes back, and she's going to have to jump in MechaGodzilla again and, kick his ass. But it doesn't happen with her. It happens with someone else. So, I mean, that would be my biggest critique about the sequel. But it still carries the tone over. And it still keeps the seriousness for the most part. So if you guys find Godzilla Tokyo SOS, then I'd say do a nice little trilogy if you have the time. Godzilla 54, the movie we just watched, then Tokyo SOS to have a nice little cap off. But yeah, overall, I mean, it Godzilla Against MechaGodzilla is one of the stronger Godzilla films in the franchise, balancing the human drama with the monster action. Very few things are cheesy. I mean, really, if we had watched the Japanese dub, the original, maybe some of the dialogue would have been better. Like, because the dubbing, it's kind of hit or miss. Some dubbings are good, others not as much. It can get a little cartoony. Like, okay, I don't think the voice actors.
Have you seen Kung Pao?
Into the Fifth? No, I haven't, but I've heard. I've heard things.
Well, I mean, I think the most you've probably heard is that Ratman and I, we love that movie. But yeah, that's one of the funniest things about the movie is the bad dubbing.
Right. But yeah, so oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But just to answer which one was my favorite besides the original, I'm actually kind of split down the middle. It was either this or Final Wars.
Really?
I don't know. Final Wars was just like, again, endgame levels of like, we're going. Like, this is big.
Yeah.
And when it had like sad moments for Godzilla, like with his son.
Yeah, Godzilla versus Destroyer. Yeah, that.
And seeing Zilla get his fucking ass whooped.
Oh yeah. That. I mean, that the movie is Final Wars is known for many things, and that is one of the big ones because that's realistically how the fight would go down. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, how long would he have lasted? I mean, he was getting his father died from missiles. The original, the OG, the actual Godzilla, he shrugs that shit off like it's mosquitoes at best.
Right.
So I mean, all it took was a tail swipe and getting hit with a radioactive breath, and that's it. You're out. You're out of the game. I knew that Tuna Head wasn't up to much. So yeah,
right back.
Go for it. But yeah,
after these messages, I'll be right back.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is March of the Monsters. I guess you could call it season 2. I mean, I didn't put it in our titles, but this pretty much was season 2 because carrying in the canon of our channel from when we did the movie reviews for these things initially. Now we've come to watch along series and the conclusion. First of all, J-Man, thank you so much for coming along with us on this fantastical journey.
Oh yeah, I had a blast, man. I think this is a great idea. I think you guys should do this more.
Yeah,
do more like franchise watch-alongs all month.
Yeah,
be a lot of fun. But no, we got to do this again. I'm thinking Superman would be good next for our next one collab.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe reviews and watch parties. That's a lot of watch parties, though. I don't think you'd be able to fit it all in 1 month. But
I mean, we could always do the double features if we wanted to when we have the time.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll talk more about that or something. I'm even thinking the original Universal Monsters would be a fun one to do.
I think that Danner was wanting to do that for October.
I did say something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe we'll talk about that then. Yeah, I mean, I did have a plan for October, but I can change it. It's October doesn't. I didn't have I was going to do like paranormal stuff, but I could always change my.
I mean, the past 2 Halloweens on the channel specifically, we've done Halloween. So
Ooh,
I mean, there's not much more Halloween to talk about.
Yeah.
Considering 2 years ago it was the Hollow Scream review series, then last year was the Hollow Scream review series again, but in a complete package.
Yeah, but yeah, I think let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
classic Universal Monster watch along series. I like that.
Yeah, and maybe you can join me again, Caleb. Even Dana, if we want to do a three-person review.
Yeah, I'd say
you know what I mean?
definitely.
If we could somehow, just do them live again. Talk. I haven't seen a lot of them still, so I have the set. I still haven't seen. I haven't seen Bride of Frankenstein, which is surprising because Frankenstein's my favorite. I've seen Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature of the Black Lagoon, Wolfman. I don't think I've seen the rest. So yeah,
they'd be the ones that I haven't watched because I'm sure there's some.
There's like 8 of them, right? There's basically 8, at least in the box that I have. Phantom of the Opera.
Never seen that one.
I haven't seen that one yet. Bride of Frankenstein.
I haven't seen that either.
I haven't seen that either. So maybe that's a good thing. We can do this October. I think it'd be a lot. I always get in the mood for those movies in October too, for some reason.
Oh yeah,
like, I want to watch the original. The Mommy's good too. I've seen that one.
Yeah,
I thought that was actually surprisingly really well written and everything. Like I thought it was like
just
pretty
wait,
good.
Just wait till you get into the Mummy sequels.
Just don't give me Tom Cruise as Mummy.
No, I'm talking about the classic sequels.
Oh.
I mean, bro, you want to talk about weird ass continuity? It's, you know what? I'll quote the angry video game nerd. The next time you're thinking about watching Gone with the Wind, you could be watching all the Mummy movies instead. I mean, if you want to talk about some cheese, like it's not even 80s cheese because it didn't come out in the 80s, but my God in heaven, this is what, 50s cheese for Mummy movies? It's like, if you think about the stereotypical Mummy that is popular today, those Mummy sequels did it. Because the Mummy sequels don't follow the original one with Boris Karloff. It's a whole new Mummy. But those movies, similar to Godzilla, funny enough, the stock footage they use. They reuse literal scenes and then they make some minor edits to say, oh yeah, I know you're thinking this is the Emotep Mummy, but no, this is actually the Mummy Karis. Yeah, he's a lot more of a white-looking guy in Egypt, and it's so crazy. Oh yeah, that might have to be its own watch-along series, though. To be fair, because I think there's like what, 5? No, wait, either 5 or 6 Mummy sequels around there. What's going on, Peter? How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing, man?
We just got through watching Godzilla Against MechaGodzilla. Hope you're doing well on this wonderful Friday night.
Yep.
But yeah,
Good Friday.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, it's Good Friday.
But yeah, so Mummy sequels, those things. Yeah, there's a lot in the Universal monsters.
There's Uncle Frank right there. Uncle Frank.
Nice. I think I got that one hanging up on my wall.
That's it. Come to daddy.
Love him.
God. But yeah, guys, that was.
Hey, Peter, what's up?
That was March of the Monsters. So just letting you guys know for next week, I do have to push the stream, our usual stream schedule, to Friday because this week's work schedule is a little. Well,
crazy.
Let's just say it's stupid because I'm getting Sunday off, which is the start of our work week for the company I work for. Yeah, instead of Monday. So that's counting as one of my days off, which is annoying. So next Friday, 1 week from today, 7 days, will be the next stream. Carter, would you like to tell us what we're doing?
Yes, I would. Magic Projector is back. And this time, we're going to explore the dark side of nature. So get ready to follow me as we take a walk in the woods, because after all, we're human beings We're watching 1996
Well,
thriller
I
Twisters.
am, and so is he. I'm not sure about you.
Yeah, we're watching Twister. We're going to be chasing a Twister.
Wait a minute. So what does that have to do with the dark woods?
No, dark side of nature, taking a walk in the woods. You've never seen the movie. You'll understand.
Nobody walks in the woods in Twister.
Yeah, it's like you were setting up a Friday the 13th or another horror movie.
No, it's a line in the movie, dingbats.
It's still, your description makes it sound like it's going to be some kind of wild animal movie that devours people or a killer in the woods.
I saw that one in the theater too.
Oh, you did?
Back in the day, yep.
Oh yeah, dude. Speaking of a Twister, I saw the trailer for Twisters. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, it just looks like another CGI fest. What
Yeah.
can you expect? It's like another Roland Emmerich disaster movie, but not done by Roland Emmerich.
Yeah, and at least that one had a good story to it. This one,
What an odd sequel to make, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like why?
It wasn't.
Nostalgia,
strange.
it's hot now.
Been
For
hot
Twister, though? Who has nostalgia for Twister?
Well,
enough to make a sequel. Like
Storm Chasers. You got to admit, when Storm Chasers honored Bill Paxton after
And
he
I
died,
can't
that
get a
was
Battle
pretty cool.
Angel 2, but we got a Twisters 2? Like, what the fuck?
yeah, it's great, isn't it? Hollywood they know exactly what the audience wants. I guess.
Yeah.
Do they?
Don't even get me started on that Twister knockoff with Bruce Campbell in it. Yeah, they actually made one. They made it's actually a Twister ripoff. Instead of Bill Paxton, you got fucking Bruce Campbell himself in there.
Groovy.
Yeah.
What's
So-
it called?
I think it's called Tornado or something. I have to look it up. I have to remember. I did
Oh.
watch it. It's online for free, though. It's on YouTube for free.
Well,
It always amazes me when I go back and watch Wizard of Oz how
Yeah.
good the tornado looks for that
Yeah.
when that movie was made.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Are you sure they didn't use a real one?
No, because I remember seeing it's footage from another, because I seen the tornado footage in another MGM film. I forgot which one it was though.
Well, what about the guy hanging in the woods, right?
Yeah, unfortunately that was a conspiracy theory. It wasn't. It was a fucking exotic bird or some shit.
But yeah. J-Man, how about you? What do you got coming up? I know you got a big April coming, right?
Yeah, I just Ape Roll is coming. Hopefully next Tuesday and Thursday. I watched the original Apes movie and Beneath the Planet Apes Snorefest this morning. I've seen them all, but I just rewatched them, and so I'm hoping to record both those reviews tomorrow and have them out for Tuesday and Thursday. I'm gonna go watch Godzilla X Kong tomorrow. So hopefully Caleb and I can punch that review out for Monday night, and that will be the end of it for our journey of Godzilla, King Kong. Which one thing I do like about going back and watching all this stuff is that you're just more well versed in movies.
Yeah.
No matter what you do when you go back and watch something. But hopefully, yeah, we'll put that to bed Monday night. And then I'm going to do myself. I'm going to do a little ranking of the Monsterverse. Not everything. Just the Monsterverse. Just the 5 movies. Or is it 5? It's 5, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, 5. I'm going to do a little ranking, and I'm sure everyone is going to be doing a ranking. All the channels will be out there doing a ranking of the Monsterverse now. But so that was fun to revisit. So yeah, we're gonna put that to bed, and I'll be into Planet of the Apes. So steady reviews of the Apes movies. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then in May, I'll go watch Kingdom and wrap all that up. And I got Back to the Future coming up, watch party. And
Nice.
April 13th is the 40th anniversary of Friday the 13th Part 4. So Caleb's gonna hop on. We're gonna do a watch along of that. So that'll be Saturday night on April 13th. That's when the movie was released. So that's a classic movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
what a goddamn shame for leap year. It would have been on a Friday.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And Back to the Future is the last episode of my Man in a Movie watch party series.
Man in the
So,
movie.
Yeah, well, that's what I call it, a Man in a Movie. It's just my watch party series. That's not like Friday the 13th has nothing to do with that. That's just going to be one of my live shows. But next week I should be doing the Professional watch party with the Wolfman. I just gotta, I just gotta connect with him. The 1994 one. The Professional. Is that what it's called? The Professional. Yeah.
Leon the Professional, I think.
Yes. Leon. That's it. Leon the Professional. And then Back to the Future the following week will be the end of that season. And I got I'm toying with the idea right now for May of starting up something called the Rising Star, called Talking with the Talent, where I want to interview actors, directors, who are in fan films, independent films, all that kind of stuff. I thought that'd be I like to do like seasons of things. So I think I had this idea for a while now called the Rising Star. I've already talked to one actress who is excited to come on for it. So yeah, get Peter Anthony if you're watching. Like people like Peter Anthony, people like Dave McRae, people like people who are directing their own films, writing their own films. Anybody who's an upcoming and wants to be in show business, excluding maybe music, just because I don't really talk music on my channel. That's just for the algorithm though. But directors, writers, anyone who's made a film or is making a film, I don't care what it is. Actors, just yeah. So I'm just making my logos right now. I'm trying to make a little intro. But I thought, the Rising Star, Talking with the Talent this week or whenever. So hopefully that will start up soon. After this watch party series is done, and then Caleb and I in the summer are going to be doing the Predator watch party series, which will be summer. So
yeah and no.
Yeah. Yes, we have to visit a shitty one.
Yeah, that one.
But yeah, if you guys like all that crap that I'm doing, I don't mean crap, but you know what I mean. Yeah, come out. It's gonna be. I'll try and be consistent as I can, going back to regular programming.
Right. Yep. Settling back in, so to speak. Yeah. So Metro Projector next week. I do want to do another watch along for The Fog on April 21st because, in the story of the movie, April 21st is when the whole movie went down and all the shenanigans happened with the ghosts. So we did it last year, so I'm hoping to do it again. So kind of keep a weather eye on the horizon for that. Let's see what else. Usual.
How about I just steal that from you? I'll just steal it from you, and we'll just make it an episode of The Dumpster where we watch the remake.
That's a good idea.
I like The Dumpster. I'm always excited to see what you guys are picking for The Dumpster.
Well, we could almost do the best of both worlds. See, because April 21st actually lands on a Sunday. We usually do our streams, Thursdays or Fridays. So we could technically do the best of both worlds. We'll do The Dumpster on our usual Thursday, and if we're available Sunday, then we can watch the good one to get the taste of the bad one out of our mouths, right?
That's true.
We could do that.
Probably gurgle the shit out of it. Yeah, gurgle the shit out of it with gasoline.
Yeah, so that
I don't remember it being good. That's for sure.
Yeah, no. Hey, as far as like soulless remakes are concerned, I mean that's like the creme de la creme, and it's crazy because you have Tom Welling, which the remake came out in 2005, I think, and that's like around the time that he was still doing Smallville.
That was remake central, man. That decade.
Yeah, it was just Texas Chainsaw.
Like, you've said it before, Danner, that there are some things you just don't touch. I think The Fog is one of them, just because it was such a low budget, small production, right? It had its story to tell. It was a very self-contained story. You don't need any sequels. You don't need any prequels necessarily. you sure as hell didn't need a remake because I mean the remake CGI everywhere.
Really bad looking CGI.
An annoying kid.
Those like the ghosts in that movie are on par with the Ghostbusters 2016 ghosts. They're that bad.
God.
Might as well lump in the Haunted Mansion too. Oh, what? Yeah.
I'm sorry. Those singing busts were insufferable.
Oh, absolutely. It's just I couldn't help but picture a certain someone in this group with which that's like 3 of them, right? Might make me want to experiment. I don't know because we didn't really deal with Ghidorah this time around, but I can imagine cooking up some horrible nightmare for one of our intros. You know me. I like to go bombastic, over the top, and utterly ridiculous. It's random insanity, right? That's what that's what our intros are. Random insanity these days.
Well, the next one better have a fucking tornado in it.
Yeah, otherwise somebody's gonna get mad at me. What do you mean there's no tornado in a Twister watch along?
Yeah.
That's like trying to convince Sneakers O'Toole to take his sneakers off.
Yeah. Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine having this putting this in front of a green screen and filming it, and just like putting this in front of a green screen version of a tornado,
so we can see your fingers twirling it around too.
No, just the TARDIS itself, dumbass.
But yeah,
just crappy effects.
Mm-hmm. But for everyone that stuck around, we appreciate your support as always. I hope you guys enjoyed March of the Monsters. I know we sure as hell did. I being a Godzilla fan and showing it to new eyes, it always gets me excited just to see, what you guys think. I know some of them were utterly ridiculous, others were really good. Yeah.
I think that's the best is when I had you on for Rambo 3, even though you're familiar with the other movies, it's like, oh, you haven't seen Rambo 3, just seeing someone's first kind of like, oh, what do you think of this? You know what I mean? Do you and like just showing other friends movies that that you haven't seen. That's what's so great about doing a watch parties with like Brett Man and UK Live is that you haven't seen a lot of stuff that's in a different genre you haven't seen, and it's just especially Brett Man. Like when I had him on years ago for Bloodsport, just the reaction he had of that movie was just priceless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we're for certain dumpster movies. Every time he says "what" or "what," like you can fucking make a drinking game out of that. Anytime we watch pretty much anything from the dumpster, just go skim through every episode and count how many times he says "what." Just completely baffled by so many things.
Do a shot. Do a shot. Do a shot. Do a shot.
I mean,
do a shot.
No, there were plenty.
I mean, I think one of the big ones was like Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Like that. I mean, considering that, I think that we pretty much dodged a bullet. Like it was almost like fate intervening. That instead of watching The Goblin, which would have been, I mean, it would have been an interesting reaction to go live with. But my God, Hard Ticket to Hawaii just said, "Don't worry, we've got your back." In the summer at a beach, but this ain't Baywatch.
with a guy on a skateboard and a fucking blow up doll,
and an RPG.
He didn't have the RPG; it was the other guy.
Oh,
blows him up and then blows up the fucking blow up doll.
Not that just doll. For good measure. Not sucking Sally.
Well, we all have our guilty pleasures. We all have the shitty movies.
Right.
And then what I find shitty, someone else doesn't find shitty. So
that's true. So, with that all being said, a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. Their names will appear in the end credits as usual. Make sure you go support J-Man on Backtrack Cinema. And if you guys are fans of Planet of the Apes, make sure you stay tuned, especially for that, because he's doing an entire review series for those Planet of the Apes films. It's kind of poetic, too, considering that we're going to we're going to end off your side for the March of the Monsters stuff with Godzilla X Kong. You'll understand why when you go see the movie. So
yeah,
but yeah,
I mean, when you guys had you guys on for or you Caleb anyway for our top 10 franchises, and I got it second, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
I just think the franchise now as a whole, you can say what you want about those 70s movies, but there's some real good stuff in there.
Oh, for sure.
If you take away the I know they're dated, but there's some good storytelling in that franchise.
Oh,
It has its dog shit, like just everything, but every franchise does. I know people were probably shocked when I said, Planet of the Apes, but it's on. I gotta sit and watch it. Like it's just one of those franchises. So
yeah, and I understand. All right, so with that all being said, thank you all for watching, listening, and supporting. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember that the entertainment is out there.
I'm Special Agent Spooky Clutter.
I'm Special Agent Carter Sauce.
Special Agent Dr. Richtofen.
And until next time, fellow investigators, remember
The entertainment
is out there.